Hey guys, I just wanted to do something on Mortal Kombat because we got a news story here. Mortal Kombat movie debuts the first image and new story details. And I got all excited about it because I follow Louis Tan on Twitter, and he is the main character. I actually love his work. He's from Wu Assassins, I like. He's also into the Badlands. He's actually a really good, martial artist. He does his own stunts, and he's a good actor. So I was following him, and I thought it was going to be a fucking trailer. It wasn't a trailer. It was a
first look.
First look. I don't know how they get these. Fucking Entertainment Weekly or whatever this place is called, EW, and they did sort of some images. So screw it. I'm such a huge Mortal Kombat fan, and that I wanted to do something on it. I wanted to see somebody discussing it and talking about it and tell you how we feel about these images. So let's take a look at these together, shall we? Because there's not much on this film yet.
Comes out
like
now.
You go on Twitter and you're like, what the? Well, I guess there is a Twitter here, but other than that, it's like barely anything, right? Oh, we're gonna get to that in a second.
I can't wait to get
We're
there.
gonna get to that in a second. Okay, so let's take a look at the images here. Here we have Liu Kang and Kung Lao. I like it. I almost made this video just to say, you know what? I like it. That looks faithful. It looks like a faithful
50 Shades of
recreation of
Brown.
Kung Lao. He's got the hat. Liu Kang is actually using a little bit of powers. You barely used that shit in the fucking movie, so I'm happy with that.
It cost money back then.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look here. This definitely has to be Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Obviously before they were Sub-Zero and Scorpion. So I hope this film opens with, great action, because they did that in YouTube. They kind of focused on that story of Bai-Han and stuff. It was a great series. I think it was like Mortal Kombat Legacy or something like that. Here is Louis Tan. This is the main character, the guy who's going to be our proxy going into the Mortal Kombat world. Brand new character called Cole. Honestly, it's like, damn it.
I can't wait to watch a story about video game hero Cole.
Right. Like
that one guy we spent
It's
20 years playing video games with.
Dude, there are so many characters in the Mortal Kombat lore. Like Johnny Cage, like you were saying.
Aaron Black. It
There's
could be
like-
anybody.
I know. It's just some unique angle. But no, yeah, I guess they want to put their own stamp on the universe. I understand where it comes from, but you didn't need to do it. And I would have been even more excited if it was like Johnny Cage or something like that, even though I like Louis Tan. So
He didn't write it. It's not, he can still put in a great performance.
True.
What if his stage name's Johnny? And he
Yeah.
fights in a cage,
Or his
and
middle name is
something like that, and they just all right, well that's your name. You know
That
how
would
they
be
did
cool.
in Solo? We're like, oh, you're by yourself.
Actually,
you're Han
I like
Solo.
that. Yeah, I like that.
Your
It's
name's
like
Johnny, and you fight in a cage. Cool, that's your name now.
Johnny's son. That would be
Oh my
freaking
God.
sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, excellent. Now we're getting some
Ooh.
special effects
Bedazzled
shots.
knife or something.
That is the sword that Sub-Zero is creating.
That's straight out of the Bedazzled from a
The
shoulder.
original
Looks
did it
faithful.
better.
Looks cool. What? No, it didn't, Joe.
Yes, it did.
Throwing that bucket of water at Sub-Zero. Oh, no, stop it. Please don't. Okay, his eyes look cool. And,
Oh my
we got
God,
Steve
Steve Harvey! The man can do anything.
That's all I see.
Oh my God!
Forever ruined. Why internet? Why?
The
internet's so
darn it.
amazing.
I love the internet. All right, guys. No, seriously, I actually like this Jax. I think he fucking is awesome.
Yeah.
I love the mustache. I love the arms. And if you look here, what is he holding?
That is a really big
That
hammer.
looks like a fucking hammer, doesn't it? And then
who
look at the armor. I think that's motherfucking Shao Kahn. We're gonna get
Shere Khan?
Shao Kahn in the first
tiger.
movie, and so I looked it up because there were like rumors that there was a Shao Kahn and that Nathan Jones was playing him, and I know a lot of y'all don't know,
No
so
idea.
let me show you.
The huge
Boom.
dude from Troy, right?
Dude, and it's so important to get Shao Kahn right. Like the last actor in Mortal Kombat, like Shao Kahn was good looking but off in the sky with Christopher Lambert and everything. They were like, I don't think so. Which, by the way, is the best rating of all time. Nobody's
You
gonna
like the other
replicate
one?
that. No, I did not like the other
But
one.
he's the best. He's like, whoa.
No, Christopher
He
Lambert
turns
had
into
to
a
be. He
dragon.
did a sci-fi movie called Beowulf, and so he couldn't reprise the role at the time, but he should have. Anyways, this as Shao Kahn, this is legit. Like I can see this guy.
That
as
guy's
Shao
huge.
Kahn, definitely.
As
Fuck
long as he
yes.
still looks like that.
That is fucking, and you can even put that helmet on, and it looks exactly like him. If that's the Shao Kahn in this film, hell yes, we're looking good. Yeah, so let's go back to
Stop it. Stop it. It's not Family Feud. This is Mortal Kombat.
What else do we got
I
here? This looks
know.
like Sonya, Blade, and Kano there on the ground. This is a different looking Kano. Sonya looks good. Sonya looks good. She's looking good. But Kano, here he
You're not
is.
getting him the
What do y'all
medal?
think about Kano? I'm just so used to that. Hello, baby.
You
Look
miss
at-
me?
But you need that iconic look.
He's
though.
looking like,
He's
I
just
don't
got
know,
his
like a
red
ginger.
eye.
He's got like a ginger thing going. He said, yeah, that's probably robotic or
Yeah,
something
but
like
I
that.
wanted that whole metal thing on the side.
I see what you want. You want to go serious. You want to go
Yes.
from the actual films. All right, so let's read a little bit about the new story details. So basically, they say it's going to be an R-rated reboot. There's going to be fatalities. He promises, director Simon McQuoid promises blood, gore, and for the first time, fatality. So I looked it up. I said, Simon? Who's Simon? Simon McQuoid. What does he do?
Mortal Kombat.
404.
Oh. The nighttime economy? That doesn't look very Mortal Kombat-ish. Man, they must have some hella confidence in this guy.
Maybe the script maybe wrote something great for him. I don't
That's
know.
all.
But it says right there all. So does that
okay.
mean like friendship and babality
Oh, you're going to see, what is it? Where's the all?
on the top?
Yeah.
And all.
And all. No, this is from entertainment. But I would give it a whole extra point, Joe, if we saw a
It'd be
babality.
sweet.
Look at the tone here, Joe. I don't think we're going to be seeing friendships and babalities in
Okay.
this.
They could be friends.
And now here's a beer. Friendship.
All
Done.
right, so the director said blood represents family, blood represents
Family?
connection, blood represents who
Vin
we
Diesel's in
are.
this?
Without getting overcomplicated, what we did is we used blood executionally, right? It starts flowing from the get-go, so that's good. I want the opening scene to be bloody, just a fight, and that's perfect. And it's what he says here, that one of the earliest shots, and he wanted to go, bloody universe, somewhat realistic, and they did some research that the kunai is actually an ancient Japanese gardening tool, the director explained. So one of the earliest shots in the movie is the kunai blade being used as a gardening tool by Henzo's wife.
When I think Mortal Kombat, I think gardening.
I think
That's friendship material
I
right
think
there.
Scorpion's wife's weapon.
Yeah.
No, honestly, that is a little bit better in my opinion than the terrible CGI effect from the
Oh,
from the
man.
original.
not terrible.
It's living, it's its own creature. I like that it's a
It
real
smooshes
thing.
into a tree.
But I do want it to be kind of otherworldly, like it doesn't have to be a creature, but it could be otherworldly, like it just comes out. He's fucking demon. Anyways, Joe, not like that. Okay. Mortal.
What's going on with him?
Come here. And
He's
it does
coming.
it.
Ew.
I'm coming. Come on. Come over here. Mortal Kombat produced by Don Garner. And Aquaman's James Wan is produced by James Wan. That's a good thing.
The
You
Conjuring.
know James Wan? Yeah, Conjuring,
I like that
Aquaman.
one. First one.
He seems to be in tune with some of the things that he makes. Good at horror. Really brought Aquaman
Didn't he produce some
up.
bad movies recently, though? The
Yeah,
Conjuring
maybe,
ones, right?
maybe.
So,
well, they just slapped his name on there. I hope that he actually had some say on here. Could just slapped his name. But no, it says there's a 10-minute opening sequence kicks off in feudal Japan, long before the fighters were Scorpion and Sub-Zero. It's a pretty nasty hand-to-hand combat fight between the two. It's the first feature, so the leader of the ninja clan, he's strong, but he's also at the beginning is a peaceful family man. He's talking about Hanzo, which is Scorpion. And it's like family drama with excitingly brutal fighting, and that's the image of this movie for me. And I think that that's good, because you're giving, not Sub-Zero, but Scorpion real good depth to his character, because then later he turns into this spirit of vengeance, and it's like, can you still reach him? Can you reach the family man in him? And then that could be explored later on in the film. It can be explored in a sequel that maybe turns good and goes the anti-hero route. Who knows? And who's truly the bad guy, Hanzo or by hand, that kind of stuff. So
Cole Young
we'll see how faithful it does, and that's kind of what the YouTube series did, the Mortal Kombat Legacy. Anyways, the story of By-Hand and Hanzo need to be told within the fight. There are some great camera moves to give it a bit of dynamics. It makes it really enjoyable, and we really needed it. We needed it to be really elemental and really brutal. It's not a shiny film. I wanted dirt and grime to come through. And that, It does look a little flat, but hopefully, these are promo
I want to
images.
see them
and
do.
there'll be
He
a little
dip into the glue.
more color.
Gummy
So here's where we
gummy
meet
bears.
we meet Cole Young, a wholly new character within the Mortal Kombat world.
oh.
See, God darn it.
Holy.
Wholly new, and somebody who prides himself on performing his own stunts. Oh, hey, it's Johnny Cage. Oh wait, no, that's Louis Tan.
Louis
that
Tan's
provides
really
him.
Johnny Cage, but he's playing Cole Young.
Oh, damn it. When we first meet Cole, he's in a really bad spot. He's down on his luck. He's kind of a washed-up MMA fighter who used to be a champion, who used to believe himself. He's got a lot of hope, who used to have a lot of hope, and it's all gone down the drain. It's very interesting for a place, for a hero to start. I agree. And then Cole is kind of discovering where he comes from. You're introduced with all these other iconic characters through Cole. So.
Sounds like the perfect dude I want
Johnny
battling
Cage.
for the survival of Earthrealm.
washed
Washed-up MMA fighter who doesn't believe in himself. He can't even win in normal
What
MMA.
greater way
And we're going to have this guy
It
fight
leads
Goro?
for
What
a
greater
fucking
way.
a character arc, guys. Cole knows nothing of his heritage aside from
know
a
nothing.
mysterious. Oh, look at this! A mysterious birthmark on his chest. So maybe you're kind of right. There could be possibly the son of Johnny or something
Johnny
like that,
Cage.
in the shape of a Mortal Kombat symbol.
Cool.
No, that's dumb. I thought it was like, okay, so he's got a shape of a Mortal Kombat symbol on his body. Okay, Tan remains mum on how
Like,
his
is it, like,
birthmark connects to
big?
the original character origins, but agree it's a unique symbol that will eventually tie into the journey he's going on. It remains the only clue when a sinister sorcerer and emperor of the realm Outworld, Shang Tsung, sends Sub-Zero, now with his cryomancy powers, to hunt him down. Okay, so Shang Tsung is in it. Shao Kahn might be in it. This sounds fucking great. Okay, so Major Jackson Briggs, here we go, Special Forces Major, who bears an uncanny resemblance to a certain other person that we may know.
Go down.
What?
Where is it? Where is it?
Oh,
right there.
man. That picture right
that
there.
one is the best.
If he does that in the film. So he seeks out Sonya Blade. She ferries him onward to the next leg of the journey to the thunderous elder god known as Lord Raiden. So Sonya takes them to Lord Raiden, who grants sanctuary at his temple to all those with the mark. Okay, it's
That's
just
not
they're just
unique
been
then.
chosen. They're just been chosen. It's not
I
like
am the
his
chosen one.
heritage. I am the chosen one. Right, and what is it? Who plays Lord Raiden? Let's
I like
check
that
it
guy.
out. Let me check it out. Lord Raiden. Okay. All right. Yeah, I like him, but honestly, nobody's going to be as good as Christopher Lambert. I'm sorry. It's not happening. Sorry. Cole encounters even more recognizable characters to the games: Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Kano, and they all train for a high-stakes tournament to defeat the invading enemies from our world. So I guess they gotta defeat them, or they're gonna invade. So don't think that this is the invasion movie where there's fucking SWAT team and Stryker on the field and Cabal and shit. It's probably
Hey, you're naming more
tournament.
characters that he could have been instead of
I
Cole, whatever
know,
the fuck
right?
his name is.
Tan is
Kenshin.
familiar with the idea of legacy. His father, Philip Tan, a national champion martial artist, began his film career. Tan has fond memories of rolling around on stunt mats, blah, blah, blah. Tan realizes the legacy of the original games. I've been playing the game since I was a kid. For lack of a better way to describe it, you don't want to mess it up because it's so iconic. You want to bring something new to the table that people haven't seen before, but at the same time, really respect and pay homage to these legendary worlds that were always created. Okay. Cole is certainly something fans haven't seen before. While many gamers can call out unique fight moves of familiar names, like the daggers of Melina, played by C.C. Stringer, Tan used his own experience to develop his own style for Cole. He pulled from UFC fighters, Salt to the Earth Grit, got a little bit of Muay Thai in there, Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, and Muay Thai, and MMA roots.
Ooh, I like Mai Tais.
Yeah.
Which one of those moves are good against cryomancers?
Yeah. Probably none
gotta
of them.
choke 'em
Don't
out.
touch.
Yeah.
Don't touch a cryo man. Throw water at him. We shall see.
Yes.
We shall see.
The element which gives life.
Gotta make him tap out.
No, you
Yeah.
will die.
Hey, that's it. Hey,
that's
yeah,
annihilation.
that's
All right,
cool.
guys. You know what?
Amazing.
Okay, so let's keep going. I wanted to make sure that everyone respected the material, the lore of Mortal Kombat, and the fans and the love they have of this. Everyone was clear on that. The director says on the reboot, respect for the material also meant leaning into what made Mortal Kombat so popular after all these years. Blood has a lot to do with it. As a joke, he told stunt coordinator Kyle the best fight sequences ever done, to craft the best fight sequences ever done. Can't talk today. In reality, these action pieces are some of the highest rated elements of the movie in early test screenings. And we all know test screenings are the best measure of a film.
That's
right?
true.
They only find the best and the brightest people to watch them.
Right.
Me.
We need to be
It's
smart about how we go
amazing.
about the fights. There are times where you'll see the movie and then it's just a fuck it, let's have some fun. And I hope that's the case. So he's still editing the film, but he already knows it's definitely not getting a PG-13 rating. It's getting an R. Out of context, this quote might seem incendiary. It's not. The rules around the ratings aren't what a lot of people think they are. It's the amount of blood. It's the amount of red. It's the interpretation of how you go about it. We had a lot of discussions about getting the balance right. So there was gore, there was blood, there was fatalities, and there is gore, blood, and fatalities. Fatalities is in the dramatic finishing moves from the games that often involve severing somebody completely in half or ripping out somebody's spine will be realized for the first time. And that is great. That's a real good opportunity because we've seen that kind of gore in movies and we've never seen it realized in the Mortal Kombat world. In the movies, they've always been kind of clean and squeaky clean, and I guess they don't give a crap as far as making the most money and going with that R rating, which is a good sign. We've picked a couple of iconic ones. There's a lot of really cool signature moves that you'll see, a lot of Easter eggs that we snuck into the film. I'm happy about that. But there are some really badass fatalities that I can't wait to see on the big screen. They are brutal, man, and they do not hold back. At the same time, he didn't want to go to the NC-17 territory, so he's probably not going to have some of the ones that are in the game where, like, literally you're, like, fucking
Everything
crushing
explodes.
balls and then exploding and then shoving them in the mouth and then ripping the head off and shoving the head up the ass. Stuff
But
like
why?
that. But why? Well, because
I want to
don't know.
see that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, they
God.
want to. Alex wants to push the level of ratings because Mortal Kombat pushed the level of ratings in video games.
Yep.
He wants the movie to push the ratings of.
Look, this
human
isn't getting on the
decency.
big screen anyway. This is going to be
Right.
streamed, right?
Exactly, right. At least not for Mortal Kombat, because that is going to be simultaneous. No, it is in theaters, actually. It's a simultaneous release.
same as
And that's
the-
the way
oh,
it is
that's
for
the-
all HBO
yeah,
Max movies.
exactly.
Simultaneous in the theaters, and then also on the app, April 16th. Now, I am concerned, why haven't we seen a trailer yet? This is fucking bullshit, but from what I've seen so far, and from these images, I am encouraged. I think that this film will end up somewhere between Mortal Kombat Annihilation and Mortal Kombat. Do I think it'll be
There's
better than Mortal
so
Kombat?
much room between those two movies. Like that is the
Miles
biggest
and
nothing
miles.
statement I've ever heard. It's somewhere between 1 and a million. It's
God
like,
damn it,
oh,
I
cool.
can
Very
rely on
cool.
Alex and calling me out.
That is
what he does.
I'm glad
That's
that you
what he
put that out
does.
there. That was
All
really.
right,
that was
what do
really
you
great.
think? What do y'all think?
I'm kind of nervous about this because we're introducing a new character. I do want to see the old characters, but I don't know like how they're gonna share the camera time with everything and see how it all just I guess funnels into one story.
Yeah. I'm also
I'm
gonna
on the
make
fence.
on the fence. I'm gonna make another prediction. It is gonna be the most faithful adaptation. More faithful than
Dragon
the
Ball Z.
original and more faithful than Mortal Kombat Annihilation. What do you think?
I agree with that. I think they're going to try to go faithful. The issue I've got with some of these directors, that especially new ones, where they're like, I'm going to take Mortal Kombat and I'm going to do this kind of edge thing. I'm going to make it a human story about family, and that's literally what he said, and
Yeah.
that worries me a little bit because trying to go too artsy, too serious with Mortal Kombat, it can be done, and it would be awesome if he pulls it off. But it could also, like these movies, when they take themselves too seriously,
Yeah.
get really bad.
Yes.
And I want to make sure that like the Mortal Kombat movies are all kind of like lighthearted and
Yes.
silly in an
That'd be
aspect,
fun.
and you have to be able to capture that and make them fun.
Yeah,
so.
and here's how you could have made it fun: is instead of having Leo Tan play Cole, have him play Johnny Cage. I don't care about the ethnicity. I don't give a shit. I want a character that, or pick somebody else and do the Johnny Cage. But it's already done, right? But I just think that it would have been easier to go into that world because Johnny Cage is already that kind of audience-like character where he goes into this world of fucking mystical shit and he's like, what the fuck is going on? But then yet he finds that he has some kind of inner power and he goes around. This is kind of like the original, But I guess they're just like, well, we don't want to remake the original. We want to do our own thing. And the way they do our own thing and the way they put their own stamp on the Mortal Kombat universe is to obviously create their own character. I understand. Honestly, I understand. I think it's cool. And I hope they do faithful, adaptation of the source material. Us, ourselves, we are doing a Mortal Kombat. This year we're doing our own Mortal Kombat. So full
yeah.
disclosure that we love the Mortal Kombat universe.
Love it.
And we want anything Mortal Kombat to be successful. So I hope this movie is successful. There's no fucking trailer that's worrying me. I mean, this thing comes out April,
2 months.
right? Let's say fucking less than 2 months. No, it's okay. So I do think we're gonna get a trailer hopefully this month. And
Next month.
if not February, and if it's not February, then they have no faith in the film. I don't know. So, but as soon as it does, you can
Please be
expect
good.
a trailer reaction from us. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for listening, and I think it's gonna be good. I'm starting to be optimistic. We'll see. We'll see with that trailer, and then I'm like, whoa, no, whoa, whoa. All right, we'll see you on the next Angry Joe show. Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.